So if anything pops in there, you got your mini split, range hood, cooktop, GFIs, and lighting circuits. All the hoses are in the closet in the ADU.
Okay.
Garage, one on each floor.
Okay. Yep.
Main shut off.
That was one of my questions.
Water for the main house
Okay.
is right here. There's also one in the ADU.
So you don't need the old school tool to go out. That's for out in the driveway.
That's out in the driveway.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, right by the stop sign, to the right of the stop sign, is
Okay.
the water meter box,
Okay.
which probably is on your inspection report. Usually
Okay.
they put that on there. But this is the main shut off for the main house. The ADU has its own shut off.
Okay.
So two different water lines coming into the house. There's a trap primer here. By code, I gotta take the handle off so you don't shut it off and the P-trap dries out and you get gas smells. But if you need to maintenance it, the handle's right here. Unscrew that and put it on.
Okay.
But that'd be a plumber thing probably.
Okay.
I've got a hot and cold hose bib in the garage.
That's neat.
Okay. And this,
Put a little.
what did you have that intended for? I mean, I like it. I'm just asking if it had a purpose. If you're like,
Typically we have a freezer plug that's non-GFI.
yep, yep, yep,
But we had to use that for this.
yep, yep.
So this is a regular GFI.
These pop off with an Allen set, but that's not really something that you'd probably want to do. Everything inside is for tech only.
Huh? Okay.
Everything inside, I mean, it's your home, you can do whatever you like.
Yeah.
But that's what it's for. But yes, an Allen screw takes it off.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it looks like it needs to be tightened down. So,
Okay, that's Allen wrench. Okay.
Want to just say what's behind there, Jason?
sure. I can take it off if you'd like. It's the control board, wiring that we set up, pressure switches, all the components that make the furnace run.
Okay.
It's just, there's really not anything in there that you would typically ever service or access
Sure.
unless you call us because there's a problem.
Okay.
Or for routine maintenance.
Okay.
I'd say let's.
All right.
A sediment trap, so anything debris that moves down the pipe over years drops into here. The rest of the gas goes up into the furnace.
Okay.
So
All right.
this here is all drain stuff. This is the drain for the air conditioner. So when it's running air conditioning, it drips water. It goes through that, drops into the pump. The pump pumps it up into the trap. Traps are higher, so the furnace runs directly. This is the furnace.
Okay.
Because this is 97% efficient, you're losing almost no heat, so the piping is very cold. That's why Vincent PVC instead of metal.
Okay.
So when it does it, kind of like when you start your car, kind of like your sprinkler system.
Okay.
So say your top floor wants heat, but the down floor is okay. It will come on. It will the thermostats will talk to this board here. It tells the furnace to come on.
Okay.
Then it sends power, and it will close the downstairs, open the top stairs,
Okay.
or the upstairs,
Right.
and then you can get heat to just one, or you can either do one at a time or both at the same
And
time.
we never futz with this. It's the thermostat
Just the
upstairs.
thermostat.
That's
Yep.
what.
Yeah,
okay.
the thermostat does all of that. And the way these systems are designed with these, what they expect you to do anyway is you can set them both to 70, and then it gets it very close. They're still always going to be a little bit off, but it does its own. It does a lot better job at being able to turn this thing on, run in low speed, just put the heat to the downstairs floor, the upstairs fine, and it lets it be a lot more even.
Okay, so you still put in one temperature, and it titrates. It's not like you say I want 85 and 80. You just say I want 80, and then it will figure it out.
That's what we recommend.
Okay.
That's how these are designed. That's how you get it home even, so that throughout all the area right there.
Oh.
Humidity is different. Humidity is
Okay.
not like temperature.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't say I'm dry today, turn it up. It takes weeks in order for it to put
Okay.
enough moisture in, because the floors, the ceilings, the sheetrock, everything's absorbing that humidity.
Okay.
And so you find a humidity that you like,
Okay.
and then you set it right there. And this gives you with being right here, what it does is it gives you a uniform reading of the entire home.
Okay.
So instead of the top floor, bottom floor, if you were to put one of these at both, then that thing will just go off and on. It's really awkward. But you're welcome to. Most of the time, You know, we do it just once a year. Sometimes the first year, as the home, you know, as you get all the stuff filtered out of the house, it'll get a little dirtier. After that, usually they'll last about a year.
Okay.
And there's just it's a pad that's in there. It's not
Is
really a
it
filter.
is it standard or custom?
It's a standard filter. Yeah,
You
you can
go-
order them online.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, all
yeah,
right.
they're order them online, and we have them. You can get them at Home Depot.
And every
So-
year you said.
You really want to mess with. This is just your control zoning.
Okay.
So basically, the thermostats all talk to this, and then this talks to the furnace. Normally, you just wire a thermostat right to the furnace, but with this case, it goes here, and then this decides which one needs heat, which one doesn't. Then tells the furnace what to do, tells these what to do. That's how it controls it.
Okay.
And it's all wireless through this right here.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it just plugs into the router. It links to this right here. Then you can control both of there's an app on here. There's a little
Okay.
placard that they give you, a little postcard that gives
Okay.
you. And then you can go on, download the app. It doesn't cost anything. You're not putting a credit card or anything. Just download the app. There's going to have a code on here that tells the app what piece of equipment you have, and it just does it. Takes about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And in the side, there's a couple of little holes. So when it's running, it's got a sensor that pulls air across it, and it gets an average. It looks at the infrared laser, and it says, okay, I think the room is 72. And then as it runs, it gets this one. And it says, well, the air temperature says it's 69, so we figure it's somewhere in between.
Okay.
So that's how it does it. So, but right behind here is the filters. These simply lift out, get washed. They slide right out, and you wash them. Slide them right back up in there. They drop into a little slot.
So the filters are, you wash them, you do not replace them.
You don't replace them. They're a washable filter, statically charged. Right here, you have your mode, and it's right here on the side. Fan, auto, cool, dry. We don't use heat. Most time, just leave it in heat or cool is your best bet. But your fan, they have a quiet mode. I prefer that you don't use that, but it's your home again. The higher you can run the fan, the better they work. In here, you're probably going to work just fine. It's got a couple other modes. So that's your fan right here. I'll turn it up to 3. Your vane is this right here. You can do 2 different ways. You can do auto on it, which does work well. However, it will blow on you when you don't want to. Because what it does is it's kind of like an oscillating fan, you know, that it does this. It goes up and down, up and down. Works great for keeping the house even temperatured, but if you're laying here, pretty soon it's blowing hot air on you, then it's not. Then it's blowing hot air on you, and it's not. So you can change that vane.
And
If you look right here,
and it's not. I thought flappers would physically move. There's something else going on
they
out
will.
there.
They will. You just don't hardly these vanes. If you point it right there, point it straight down, it'll just blow it straight down.
Okay.
Most people, that's the auto feature. Most people do this one. They blow it straight out, then it hits that wall, and it's not blowing right on you.
Okay.
It's called an ERV. It's an energy efficiency upgrade that the code makes us do.
Okay.
And what it's doing is it's changing the air in the building so that you have fresh air. They seal it up very tight. The way they build them, it's bulletproof. No air gets in here. Right. However, once they figured out, well, we seal it up so we can control the infiltration. We want to control where the air is coming from. So it does have a small filter built in, and it's this one, because of this area, we have a larger one upstairs, but this one is just for the ADU. It's got a fan internally. When it's running, it will run, and you don't even hear it. I mean, you can almost hear it, but you don't hear it change. It will run for about 45 seconds, blowing air in, then it stops, reverses, runs 45 seconds, pulling air out. So what it's doing is it's just blowing fresh air in, taking air out, and it's just doing this with it all the time. The code does not require that you use it. What these don't take into consideration is when it's really hot, it's bringing in hot air. When it's really cold, it's bringing in cold air. And when it's smoky outside from the summer fires, it's bringing in smoky air. So there's nothing you can do about that. They're designed to change the air in the building. The code requires them. But so you're more than welcome to just unplug it or turn it off. But
A lot of filters on this guy.
The filters, I'll have to have my tech show you. That's something that we do too. You have to take the hood apart, and there's just an internal filter that you wash. But I wouldn't say it's complicated, but it's not the easiest thing to do.
But it's not a replace, it's a wash.
It's a wash, and it's a once a year wash. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's a very. I mean, they're moving very.
What is the warranty on this guy and then that guy?
This is a 1 year, unfortunately.
Okay.
This is 10 years.
Oh.
On the Mitsubishi equipment is 10 years, and all the American standards, so the furnace and the air conditioner, all that is 10 years as well. And then the Honeywell products is 5 years. So like the thermostats, the control board on the side is 5 years.
Okay.
So
Maybe.
as far as ownership is, there's nothing. They work exactly like your other water heater. The only difference is they don't hold 50, 75 gallons of water and have to heat it 24/7. They have built them internally. They break this water down into hundreds of tiny little pipes. They work very well. There's really nothing for you to do other than right here. You can turn it up and down if you want it hotter than 120 or colder. You know, if you have kids or grandkids or other than that, they all have a screen right here, and that's an inlet filter screen. You probably won't have any issues on city water. If you have well pumps, those are basically designed to catch debris and sand. So if you have any sand go through, they have a little inlet. So people will come and say, it's just not working very well. It's not getting as hot or taking a lot longer. So you can shut them off. You just shut the cold water off. That opens up, pulls out, and that's usually what it is.
So-
You're not getting enough hot water. But
Well, you said cold, hot. What's this guy?
that's your
Gas?
cold coming in.
Oh, that's
what
cold?
these are here is they are water bypass filters. So your plumber, the guys that put these in, this comes off. So this is closed right here. This can come off right here. It's a garden hose fixture here and here. They have a cleaning device, and he'll be able to tell you exactly what the Navion requires. It's basically a small pump with a chemical mixture that you put in.
Oh, okay.
You hook it up to that. You shut the water off to the house. This is your main water inlet right here. But you shut these valves here, which shuts the water off below the house. You open these up, and then you pump a descaling solution through it to clean it internally. Because they're very small pipes, they also can't take much scale.
Okay.
And so in city water, we don't see any issues. If you're on well water, or like if you're towards Pineville, they have a lot of calcium, a lot of buildup, and then they have problems.
Is that gas?
This is your gas, yes.
Okay.
That's just your gas shut off that goes up to right here.
Okay.
Again, it has a clean out P-trap. This drain here is same with your furnace because it's so efficient that all that cold water drips back down the pipes. That's the drain, goes into the drain for that. It collects all that water just like the furnace does. This right here is just like every other water here. It's called a temperature and pressure valve. And if for some reason, for 6 gallons per minute. So you're 2.5 gallons on your standard shower head. So it can still do, another 4 gallons of water. And so this is not burning 4 gallons a minute.
Yeah.
That's not burning 4 gallons. So probably if there was something like that, they just probably want to have it take a look at. That might be that filter right there, debris from, that filter catches all the, you bring in 5 everything else in the house. The one for the house is going to be larger. It's going to be 199. It'll do 2 showers running at the same time plus everything else.
Wow,
And it
okay.
won't drop.
Okay.
If it's dropping, then you probably just won't call them.
Okay.
You can look at it. Well, it's hard to. They don't have a very good picture. So it pulls air right there,
Okay.
comes into here, runs it
Okay.
through a little heat exchanger,
Okay.
spits it outside.
Okay.
At the same time, it's bringing in fresh air from outside, going across the other side of that heat exchanger, so you're not losing as much of your heat, and then blows it in right up there.
Right here?
Yep.
There's another. Okay.
Yep.
So it's trying to serve the whole house through up here. Theory being that air.
Oh yeah, it's just changing the air. And it's like downstairs. It's a washable. Once a year, when we do the maintenance, you pop those 2 clasps, open the door, and there's just a cord that comes out that we wash, and it filters.
Does that have that filter in there? Oh, I thought it was coming down.
So see that big cube there?
Yep, good enough. Yep.
That's what she looks like.
And that is you wash it, or right there is high level.
That blue screen, yeah. So it's running about 50 CFM.
And then you get up there, and those are tactile buttons right there. You push to set it.
Yeah,
high.
you won't have to mess with it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So We set them all for low.
ADUs right here. This is gonna be your sub feed that's gonna run that panel.
Oh, okay.
These are all your AFCI circuits, which are your lighting circuits, plug circuits, stuff like that, like
Okay.
general use. Then you got all these ones that are pretty much in the yellow and purple are going to be your dedicated circuits for refrigerators, any kind of motor, basically.
Okay.
So that's pretty much it. The rest of these, you know, 2-pole, like anything that's over 30 amp, is going to be big motors like AC, your dryer,
Okay.
Oven, anything like that.
But you were saying like if you ever wanted to shut the ADU off, you
Yeah,
could do
you-
it here
right
or you
here.
could do it there.
You could do it right here. You could do it over there.
Or you could
I mean,
do
that
it-
would shut down everything. You
Right.
could, that is individually shutting down stuff.
Okay.
So
Just if
if
you
you
ever
want to
wanted,
shut that panel off, it's going to be this breaker right here.
Got it. Okay.
Breaker over here. So each unit's got a shut off for the fire department and to shut off both panels.
Okay. How do you? That's not something. Just.
Yeah, it's just a breaker.
Oh wow. And that's the whole house.
That's everything. Yep. That shuts down both those panels.
When would a Joe Schmo ever do that? Never.
No.
All right, so this wall is plywood, and I could do anything I want. And this wall is normal, just studs. Find the
Just
studs
studs,
and do
yep.
it. And the back wall is
Studs.
find the studs and do it if not that there's that much room.
That back wall has a lot of stuff going through it too, though.
Okay.
So this is they said the safest wall because it's a shared wall.
Angled down into it, so it just all goes down.
Okay.
Like a hair catch or anything? Do you put, can you?
I mean, you can, but that's just going straight down to your sewer. I
So
mean,
it's pretty fat enough that it might just
Okay.
pass through. It is pretty big.
no, I mean it's just
Okay.
it's a
Yeah,
Okay,
so it
wide
won't get
enough,
clogged. I
it
feel
might
like
not.
if you put a screen, it would just, you'd have to clean it out a lot.
Down.
Yeah. Right, it's not recommended to put a screen, right?
no, it
Yeah.
isn't.
Okay. But the sex.
Because
Yeah.
it's a direct drain. So like
Okay.
a lot of times, we used to use the trough.
I'll fill a bucket or a ladder.
Clips.
Register all of the Gen Air appliances
Okay.
with this information here. Or you're welcome to fill out every single one of these cards and mail it
Okay.
into the.
But this is just one supplier does all of these?
Everything is Gen Air except for the cooktop in here.
So you want to go to the
Which-
Gen Air website,
which
and you
means-
want to register the appliances with these serial numbers that they provided, and that activates your warranty. So they all have individual 1-year manufacturer warranties, so you want to go in and make sure you do that.
All right. And then when do you put the date, the install date or the
It's the close date.
closing date?
I haven't done it. Typically, they'll pull out now.
Is it like a light? Oh, you don't have to.
feels like there's a.
Oh. See, that would be me.
It feels like there's tension on there, so you